Welcome back to Brother Chats with your host, Brother G, and today we got Mr. Corey himself. As you guys do not know, I've been reacting to two of his trailers, first a teaser trailer and then an official trailer for his documentary. So he wanted to come on here to spill all the tea of everything that he's been working on and the future projects, hopefully, that he got. So without further ado, let's get right into it, All right. How you doing today, Corey?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, thank you for asking, Brother G.
No problem, man. Of course, I got to take care of my guests. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
All right, so you in Recroom, and you talked about you in this one event on your documentary trailer. Hold on. Before we get to that, who was that guy that you've been interviewing? Like, who asked you the questions? Who was that?
So the guy is Zach. The interviewer was Zach, the director for the podcast department in Alfonso.
Oh, that's Zach. I didn't even recognize his voice in the show. Should have.
Yeah.
Zach.
So that was Zach.
Yeah. I've been working with Alfonso for a little minute, and I did not know that. That's crazy.
Life's full of surprises. You never know.
Oh, where's Zach now? But so is he working with you on the podcast? Not on the documentary.
So Zach is a recorder and a helper. Yes, you can say that. He is an interviewer on the project.
Okay, so man, I should have brought him on the podcast today, or the other people that's on the documentary. So hold on, real quick. Let me find that list that you had the people on, because you said about Pizza's gonna be on there. Who else?
Mm-hmm.
So who else is gonna be on the show?
So the people that are going to be on the show, I'm not going to spoil everything.
Yeah.
But there are 4 people that are confirmed to be on the show: Caprino, Pizza, Lily, and Reddy. So Caprino, of course, me and him go way back around 2022. Me and him first met. I was in my own map and he requested an invite, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna let him join, see what's going on. We had a good few conversations, right? And he invited me into his community with open arms, and I accepted that gracefully. I accepted as a director for the performance department, and now I am a co-founder, and I have been ever since around November 2022, so it's coming up onto my 2nd year now as a co-founder, which is really exciting. Pizza. I first met Pizza. This is actually a funny thing. So the way I met Pizza is that a mate of mine told me that he stole something.
Whoa!
Right.
Wait, hold on. Back it up. Pizza,
mm-hmm.
the one that we know and love, and the guy I just interviewed last episode.
Yes.
What do you mean by steal?
So he stole something, right? And it was a rumor, so it ain't actually true. Okay. Shout out to you, Pizza. Love you like a brother, right? So I first visited this guy, right? And he was like, I first came up to him, and I was young at the time, so I was so immature, right? I quote unquote said, "I'm gonna ban you. I'm gonna get you banned off this game, man. If you don't delete the stuff." I was just going in on him, and it was so.
Oh, that's what you mean by still like a template, yeah. or like a design in the map or something.
Yeah, like a design, but it was rumors, obviously. So it was about a couple of months later after that, I reached out to him, and I asked, "Yo, do you want to be a guest on my broadcast, like my podcast, right?" And he said, "Yeah, sure, go for it." The event got over 2,000 people attending.
Wait. When was this?
This was around February 2023.
Okay, so what broadcast was this? Like a.
So
what was the name of it?
So it was the CSS podcast with Time for Pizza.
Yeah, I remember that name. Time for Pizza.
Yeah, and it was in the rec center. It got featured in the rec center,
Oh,
and
okay.
we had over 2,000 people attending,
That's crazy.
right? And hold on, let me turn my light on for a second. Sorry, guys, for the people that are watching. I shouldn't be doing this, you know. And when me and Pizza did that first event together, we got really close and good pals. And you were talking about the event I'm recapping on, and now I'm about to tell you. This was one of my most popular events back in April of 2023. Me and Pizza came up with a little idea that I want to do a story. I want to do a story about my Recroom life. So I was like, you know what?
Okay.
Why not we do it? And Pizza was involved in that. And it was a concert as well. It was a concert and a story mixed together by one. And yeah, right. And it was one of the most popular events in Rec Room during that time. 9,400 people attended.
Hold on. Wait.
Which is crazy.
Say that again.
Yeah.
9,000.4.
400. Yeah.
Join on Recroom for an event. I need that for Brother
It was
Chats.
crazy.
Just imagine that. That's crazy.
Yeah. And Pal and Hairy Manlegs also saw the event and shouted me out on the official Rec Room channel, which, by the way, I do have evidence. I have evidence. And oh my god, it was insane. The hype that lived up to the moment. And it was about last weekend that I was like, you know what? I want to recap. So I brought in Zach, I brought in Suntop, I brought in a few pals of mine, and we went to talking, we went to discussing, right? I've told many people about it, and I haven't spoiled anything yet, right? All you need to know, right, is that it doesn't just involve my Rec Room life, it involves my in real life as well. It involves stuff that...
So the documentary intertwines your real life and your Rec Room life. So the real life impacts your Rec Room life, and then it's flipped. So, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the way it works is around in December 26th of 2020, I made my second account, which is this one currently just now. January 24th of 2019, I made my first account, which got juniored because I was very young at the time, obviously. Don't break the Rec Room Code of Conduct, guys. Not the best idea. And I'm 14 now. I was 9 at the time. That's when I first made my Rec Room account.
9 is crazy.
Yeah, 9. It's insane. And I had no idea what I was doing on the game, obviously, right? I was so immature. I was joining events left and right. And obviously there was militaries, there was maps and everything. And I met this guy, right? This was the first guy I ever met on Rec Room who treated me like a proper friend on my first account. And I still talk to the guy from time to time, right? Not that much anymore because he's kind of quit. But every time I see him, I'll give him a wave. He gives me a wave back. The guy's name is Sparks. Right, the guy's name is Sparks. He made a military called the Last Marines, right? And he brought me in for training. He didn't care about my age whatsoever. He needed troops, right? And it was around that time where it started to spring off, right? So, and then July 22nd of 2020, my Rec Room account gets juniored.
I wonder why, Corey.
I wonder why, but also, there's something that I'm not going to spoil yet. There's something that really bad happened on that same day. I'm not going to say it until the documentary comes out. Because it's really a personal, life-changing moment. A life-changing moment that changed everything about me. And it was around that time where I quit Rec Room. I quitted. I didn't want to be on the game anymore. I didn't care. Right? And then these two people called Glitch and Gloomy, they invite me to a PlayStation party, and I'm at my grandma's at the time, so I'm like, you know what, I'll join it, let's see what's going on. I'm playing Apex Legends, doing my little thing, next thing you know, they're like, yo, when are you gonna hop back on Recroom? And I said, I'm not hopping back on Recroom. I'm not doing it ever again. And they were like, come on, bro, please, hang out. I had to think about it, and I said, fine, I'll come back. Now, think about it, right? If I said no, my mind would have kept telling me to say no. I would have been gone. I would have been gone out of this. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be. But they convinced me to come back, and I did. So on December 26th of 2020, present day, or however you pronounce it, I get back on Rec Room because I got the new Oculus Quest. So I got the new Oculus Quest at that time, and I was like, yo, let's go. So I hop back on for my first day, and I start hanging out. And I start meeting these new people, and I'm like, wow. And then I met this guy in an event, and his name's called Reddy. So Reddy hosted a place called the BCW, which is a wrestling company.
The BC. Wait, hold on. You said BCW?
No, WCW.
Oh, WCW.
World Champ Wrestling.
Okay.
Yeah, World Champ Wrestling. They're actually doing their 2 final shows this month. Go check it out, guys. They're doing their 2 final shows this month. He actually reached out to me today asking if I want to be on it. I said, yeah, sure. So, I'm doing that. But the first time I met this guy, right, he hired me and I signed up. Obviously, I got trained to wrestle. And it was coming on to the few months that I kept wrestling and wrestling and wrestling. And then during that wrestling time that I had, I was wrestling about 1-2 years maybe, so that was the start of wrestling. I meet this guy, we call him Scratch X4, or you can call him Crazy Zane. There's many names you can think of, right? And he invites me to RZW, one of the biggest wrestling companies in Rec Room. And I was like, wow, this is like a huge step for me. So I was like, you know what, I'll go for it, right? And Reddy, he didn't like that. He didn't like that because he didn't know I was going to join. And he was mad with me. And I said, I'm sorry. Like, dude, I didn't mean it like that. Right? And he forgave me eventually, right? And then after 6-7 months, RZW shuts down. I go back to Reddy and we meet this guy called Joey. So this guy is called Joey, right? And he's been with me ever since.
You said Joey or Joey?
Joey. 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 Okay. Yeah. So I meet this guy, right? And he's doing concerts. He does concerts, right? Yep. And I was like, wow, this is interesting. So I went from wrestling to doing concerts, right? And I started doing concerts more and more and more, where it was getting more up and up and up. We had our ups, we had our downs, we had our straight lines. We were going all the way, right? And then I decide to start my own band. And a lot of people know it, a lot of people don't. The band's called Death Riders, the Death Riders, right?
The Death
TDR,
Riders.
that's the initials. TDR.
TDR.
And yeah, and we came a long way. 4 years. 4 years it has been around. 4 years it has been around. And I did my first concert. At the time, building wasn't really a good thing. So obviously it was a low quality map. And invention guitars, invention microphone. We didn't even have a soundboard, guy, so it was just CV1 music. And it just kept going on and on. And then it was getting more advanced. By the time I met a guy called Moose, I've met many people, like a good pal of mine, like Car Knight, Abject. The list goes on. Genuinely, it just goes on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I met Moose, right? So this guy, he makes a new band called Black Cross, and he wants me to join. So I say, yeah, sure, why not? So that was the second band I was in. And it goes on for a good while. Me and him get into an argument, we fall out, and I get removed. And me and him are good pals now because we've changed. We've changed for the good. Around that time is where I meet Caprino. So around that time is where I meet Caprino, and he's like, "Hey man, let me tell you what, brother. You can join my community." And I say, "Really?" He says, "Yeah, man, I'll make you a director and everything. We can get it sorted, man. Just you help me, and I help you, man." And I say, "Sounds like a good deal to me, right?" And so I join. And a good few months in, I'm getting the hang of it. I'm in this big community, and I'm just like, whoa, there's so many stuff to do here. RecCon 2022 comes up, and I apply for an event, and I get accepted in. So this was like, oh my god, this is one of my first big events. And I was like, who am I going to bring on? Who am I going to bring on? Because it was a talk show. It was a talk show. I was talking to Caprino, and it was a talk show. So I was like, who am I going to bring on? Sorry, lag.
No,
Obviously, it's got to be Caprino. Yeah. So obviously, it's got to be Caprino. Who else is it going to be? And I was thinking, right? And earlier on for my concert past, I met a guy called Tim Duncan before Caprino. Now, Tim Duncan and Caprino had a lot of beef. A lot of beef, remind that. No trying to call out any between the two of them. I respect them both. Now, they had a lot of beef at the time, and Tim Duncan kind of got into my head and told me, Caprino's a bad man. Really a bad man. You shouldn't go hang out with him whatsoever. Stay with me. And, of course, I was about 11, 12-ish, and I said, yeah, sure, why not? So I stayed with him for another year, and then I left. And then that's when Black Cross came around, yada, yada, yada. Met Caprino, so I joined him. And then RecCon comes up, I get my first big event, woo, woo, woo. And I bring on two people. A guy named Dot Boy and a guy named Tombstone. Tombstone had his own band. I kind of mind. Oh no, I do mind. High Voltage. High Voltage was the band name. I was the guitarist in that, the rhythm guitarist, and that boy was a CB2, CB1 guy that does light. Right? So I brought them on. I asked them questions. So how is it like? How's it like doing concerts? How's it like doing lights and all that? And then it was going on back and forwards. We had a great talk show, and then it finally finished, right? And the next thing you know, I get an email, right? And it's from one of the Recroom developers. So I go check this out, right? And they email me. I'm like, how the did they get my email? Not swearing, by the way. How the did they get my email? And I was like, okay, this is going to be interesting. The person was Cookie Lynn.
Who's that?
And it's a Recroom developer on the broadcasting team, and who was involved mainly in RecCon, and is associated with Mama Monkey, one of the famous Recroom developers. And yeah, Mama Monkey. So she tells me to fill out this application, and I go to realize what it was, and it was for the broadcasting testing program. And I'm like, wow. So, and it was telling me to do all this, do all that. It took me about 25 minutes to complete because I had no idea what the fuck was going on. I complete it, and I finish it, and then next thing you know, I was in. 2 days later, they invited me in, and I was crying my heart out. And I was like, what am I going to do for my first event? Oh my god, I don't know what to do. Caprino comes up to me, and he was like, I heard you got broadcasting, brother. Good for you. And I was said, thanks. How would you like Laura from Three of a Kind come onto your talk show? And I look at him, right eye, by the way. I look at him and I'm like, excuse me? So if you don't know who Laura is, she's one of the people that leads Three of a Kind, that makes the map Face Your Fears, Recroom Karaoke, all that sorts, right? Love the team, shout out to them and the community. So I give this guy the right eye, right? I'm looking at him, I'm like, are you being serious? And he was like, yeah. So I make the event, it gets accepted, and I'm like, oh my god. Next thing you know, I meet Laura for the first time. And I'm fangirling over here. I'm like, oh my god! Oh my god, I'm such a huge fan! Right? And and I meet her, and she was so kind and so genuine and so honest. And obviously, since this was my first broadcasted talk show, well, second, I was so shy because it was the fact that this got into the rec center as well. This got into the rec center, and I was so shy. I was so shy, and I didn't know what to do. And I wasn't. If you watched the event, you wouldn't even hear me speak for like 20 minutes, and then I would ask one question. Caprino was doing all the talking. I was sitting there just stunned. I was sat there stunned at the crowd, and there was about 110 people total in the event. A total of 900 people showed up to the event, and I was sat there scared. Like my right hand was shaking, my left hand was on my leg while my left leg was bouncing. I was just sat there in a state of shock. Right. Finally, oh, camera. So the show finally ends, and I'm sat there stunned still. Right. And Caprino comes up to me and he was like, "Hey, you doing okay, brother?" I say, "Yeah, man. I was just so stunned." He was like, "It's okay, brother. You got this." And Caprino has been such a supportive guy. I will always have the guy's back. I mean, he's done a lot for me, and I want to do a lot for him. I want to repay that favor. Right? Love the guy so much. He's like a big brother to me. He's like a big brother to me, honestly. So yeah, that's like basically how I met Caprino on a big status, right? So let's go to pizza, right? I've already explained a few stuff about pizza, so I'm gonna get straight to the point. Around the time, right? We were getting ready for this big event that we were doing. It was the store and the concert event, right? Around the time, we didn't think it was actually gonna get that popular, right? It was sat in the rec center for 4 days. 4 days, by the way, right? 4 days. It already had 4,000 people attending. And me and Pizza were so shocked. We were so excited. We were so hyped, right? We go on the Recroom channel the next day and realize they're doing a live stream. So we both join it, and they're both in the rec center looking at the events. Pal and Hairy Manlegs, they're both looking at the events. And Pizza and I were so stoked. They were shouting out their events, and then all we can hear from the video by Hairy Manlegs, by the way, quote unquote, said this. And then we got Corey. Corey is and then Pal took it on further and said Corey is a performer that does tribute concerts and all that. And Pal's been to a few of my events, especially that one. Pal watched it and loved it. Honestly, so stoked and so hyped. Loved every second of it. Right? And Pal kept talking about me and said, we're really awesome people and we're really kind, and definitely go check it out. Now, me and Pizza, we were so hyped for this, right? The next day, right, we didn't think anything would expect to change on the attendance. Next thing you know, it went from 4,500 to 9,400, and me and him look at each other and we're so shocked, right? I look at my watch, I go to the event page, right? Go to the watch, look at the event page. Next thing you know, it's on the popular events, it's #1. We thought I was going to hit 10k. Sadly, it didn't, but by the time we were in the event and everything was set up, we had video screens. We had video screens, and it was crazy. Yeah, but after when me and Pizza did that event, oh my days were we exhausted. We hosted an after party and it got #1 on the event page. And everybody was crowding us to be like, "Oh my God, it's Korean pizza! I'm such a huge fan." There was so many like people that were fangirling over us and everything. But that's how I met pizza. And if you do have any other questions, if you want to know anything else, just tell me and I will answer it.
Hey, how about this? How about I ask the questions from chat? So, I mean, not chat. I'm not even streaming. The comment section down below. If you guys have any questions, just type it down in the comment section down below, and we what's it called, a Q&A? Yeah, a Q&A for with me and Corey later on. All
All
right,
right,
all right,
sounds good.
all right.
Oh, Pizza wants to join. I could actually get Pizza on here just now.
I bet. All right, invite him.
All right, I get Pizza on. Yeah. So, uh, I'm really excited for my documentary because the way I see it is that last time I did the documentary or the story, I brought everyone. It was like everybody was gathering to hear this out, and I want to do that again. I want everybody to feel like they're in a safe community, a safe environment where they can express their feelings, they can talk about it, they can be themselves. There can be no hate, no discrimination. There should be no harassment, no bad anything. Overall, a great community and a safe space for everybody to enjoy and make new friends. You don't need to be shy. Come over and hang out. I mean, I will love to come and hang out. I will meet people. I will genuinely take my time. I will take 5 minutes of my life or any time of my life. I'll be free any time. I will genuinely take my time to message people whenever they need me. They'll be like, "Oh, hi, Corey. I'm such a huge fan." I'll be like, "Thanks. Thanks for the support. You want to meet up or something on Recroom?" And they would be like, "Yeah, sure." I would do anything for it. My fans and my friends and my community and my family would do anything, man. That's the way
Okay.
I roll, and that's the way I will stay.
Well, that's a good way to roll for everybody. You always gotta bring in support, help the others, and everything like that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, any other questions about the documentary?
I mean, this. Nah, not really. Not really.
No.
But like I said, I know that Alfonso's got a lot of questions about it, and we got Blitz here.
Blitz has joined us as well. Same with
Yeah.
Pizza. I think Pizza and Blitz are on there. Oh no, they're coming. They're coming. Hey guys, they're watching the
Yeah.
interview as we speak. They're watching the interview as we speak. But yeah, I'm really stoked and so excited for this. Uh, as I said, I've done it with Pizza. Me and him did a Rec Room story thing, and I want to recap on it. Obviously, that is my main purpose, to show everybody what I've gone through and to show everyone what I'm doing. Because I don't want to hide my feelings. I want to be honest. I want to be straightforward. I want to be straight up with it. That is the way I do it, and that is the way I'll stay.
Well, that's the best
And
way to
that's
do
it.
it. So
Yeah, exactly.
do you want Pizza and Blitz to be on stage right next to you?
I'll let Pizza come on stage if he wants
All
to. I
right.
mean, you
Yo,
don't you
Mr.
don't
Time
have
for
to if you don't want
Lags.
to.
You want to come on stage?
But is
Okay,
he's
Pizza.
leaving. He's
Okay,
leaving.
Pizza. Come on up.
You don't wanna.
All right.
Come on, Pizza.
I mean, time
Time for
for
lag.
time for
Lag. Time for lag.
time for a great
Time
time
for
pizza. Time for pepperoni
time for the
pizza,
great time.
cheese pizza, and everything like that.
No pineapple on pizza though. We don't valid
Yeah.
that. We don't valid that.
Want to come up?
Alright, come on stage.
Yeah,
Pizza.
I'll come up now.
I forgot.
Hey, what's good, bro? How you
You
doing?
have co-hosts. I forgot. But like, how did you just get on stage like that? All right. So me and Corey. Well, Corey
What
took
have y'all
over
been
this,
talking about?
this talk show. Like he's doing my job.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for like 45 minutes.
We're just talking about, the documentary that I reacted to and the thing that he's making. So And
Yeah, well, by the way, Blitz should come up on stage too, because he also did lights for a concert that was broadcasted by me and Corey a long time ago.
okay,
Oh
okay.
yeah. Actually,
Because
bring
me
him
and
on.
Corey did like a concert in front of 200, 300 people. It was really fun, and
That was
Blitz did the
the
lights for
story.
it.
That was the story.
Yeah, that was the story. Yeah.
That's what I'm recapping on, and obviously I'm getting everybody in an interview and all that sorts. You know.
I'm so crazy.
Yo, you're too heavy for the pen grabber, man.
I'm too
Yo, click
heavy.
enter Q, Blitz. Click the
Like,
enter
you
Q
do
button.
that?
Oh wait,
You
no.
just said I'm too heavy. He had me for a second.
Oh.
He had me for a second.
Lizzo,
just enter the queue.
just enter the queue. I got
Yeah,
you.
he's just entering the queue.
Oh yeah, a pizza. So you do gotta fix that right there. The audio thing.
The
Yeah, the audio thing. Yeah, I can hear you. All right, so pull player.
Oh, did you save the room last time we changed it?
Yeah, I did. I saved it.
Apparently, I'm too heavy.
Yeah, you
For
are
the
too heavy.
Grab gun.
That's wild.
Too heavy. Yeah. So, as I was talking about, right?
Hold
Me
on.
and Pizza.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Before we get to that, you mentioned that the rumor about pizza stealing something back there.
I stole
Oh
something.
yeah. Right. Hold on. Right. Remember
Let me
this
hear the
Pizza.
story.
So when me and you first met, this was when I was around 12 years old, right?
12 is crazy.
And I was so immature. Yeah, I know, I was so immature, right? And I went up to Pizza because one of my mates told me he stole something, right? So I went up to Pizza. This was the first time I met Pizza properly. And I quote unquote said, I'm gonna ban you! I'm gonna
Was it
ban
that
you!
drum set?
It was the drum set.
Oh
It
my
was the
gosh, I
drum
remember
set.
that.
Yeah, it was the drum set that apparently you stole. I don't know if you did or not. Did you?
So I got backstory on that. The first time I spawned in that drum set, was I was working on a big group bar project thing, and I didn't have like any friends that were really good at building or circuiting, so I did one of those events that some people might do, and I said need circuiteers and need builders. I did one of those events. And I got all the best builders and all best circuiteers from there. And there was this one guy who claimed he was really good at building. And when the bar was completely done, I was like, I have an idea. Let's add a stage. And he was like, oh, perfect. I have a bunch of stage props. And he said he made them. And then he spawned in guitars, drum sets. And honestly, the stuff that's in that room, there's probably still a lot of stuff that is stolen. I should probably go in there and delete that because I didn't know the guy. But then he was like, "Oh yeah, this is a drum set that I was like, can I save it as an invention if you made it, if you're okay with it?" He was like, "Yeah, it's all right. Go for it." But so no, originally I did not steal it. I didn't know it was being stolen. But don't trust everybody who says that they've made stuff because the majority of the time they don't actually make it.
Yeah. So that's because my mate came up to me and told me he stole stuff, right? So I went up to him and I was like, I'm gonna ban you! I'm gonna ban you! I have broadcasting and you don't! I'm gonna ban you from everything, right?
I actually remember that. That was a wild moment.
It was so funny that when I went back to my dorm room, I was like, damn, I feel bad for him. I feel bad.
I'm just sitting there like, what? What?
What just happened? What just happened, bro?
I mean,
So,
I can trust you about building something because you did build that desk over there.
I know that beautiful 4-cube desk. I love it a lot.
well, free cubed.
No, like look at the top too. Look at the top. That counts as just one big cube.
Yo, bro, that's sick.
It's very pretty desk.
Blades is pretty.
Yeah.
It's
So,
funny. It's a pretty good one.
Pizza. So I saw a comment on my video, and I'm assuming you reacted to the trailer. What's your opinions on it?
It was very cinematic, and obviously, I'm gonna be honest. I watched about like 1 minute of it, and I was like, let's go ahead and look at the comments. And I saw that one comment, about Brother G. He was like, can't wait to react to this. Then somebody replied with it and said, can't wait to steal your video idea. And he spelt it, and he spelt it like that.
Yeah.
He spelled it like that, and I replied with, can't wait for you to know how to actually spell steal, and I spelt it for him. I just clicked off, because I actually do need to watch the full trailer. But from what I saw, it looked very cinematic. It looked very well
Watch
done.
it from my channel,
Shout out
man.
to whoever edited and filmed it.
Yeah, me.
I edited it, and I
Yeah,
edited
you did a
it.
good job editing that.
That was
But
my
I think
first
that's a
time
good way
editing.
to. That was a
that-
good way to prove the concert.
Yeah, so that was my first time editing, by the way. My first proper time editing. That was my first proper time. I was like, how am I gonna do this? So I was sat up until like 4 a.m. in the morning trying to figure out everything. And I eventually learned, so I put it all together, and it took me about an hour just to get 2 minutes of footage all in together, because of course I'm a beginner. I didn't know. I'm editing the documentary, by the way. I'm doing it all by myself. I will do the work. Right. I don't want people coming in and working for me. I'll work with. I don't want
Yeah.
people working for. I want people to work
Shoot,
with.
man, I like people working for me.
No, man, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Shoot,
like
I
if
will.
pizza came in, if pizza came in, I'll work with, not work for.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So it's like a partnership. A partnership.
Exactly. Just like RecWorks, I work with RecWorks. You know, I'm in their.
Yeah, you work
planet,
with RecWorks.
You know, I mean, like it's right now. I'm working with volunteer bucks. Yeah, I mean, so sooner or later,
Yeah.
I might get it. I might get paid. You never know.
Yeah.
We're definitely. I mean, hey, RecWorks. I know this isn't an interview about RecWorks, but it will. We're at that point where we are. We've actually paid a couple of the teams so far. I'm making our
What?
way down. I've paid Molly
Hey,
and Dusty.
what?
Hey, brother G,
Wait, how
you're
much did he
next.
pay?
You're next.
How much?
You're next. Trust me.
minute.
Trust me. But this is when we got commissions going really well and like everything's going really well, and then I'll give them some money portions. But staff is next. Trust me.
Wait, tokens or real money?
Token? Oh no, real money, but it's for stuff
How
that
much?
people like
How much?
help
How
us.
much?
Are you going to
Over
Zelle or
$70.
Cash App?
Over
Cash App or
70?
Zelle?
I use Cash App, but
Okay.
Right. Hold on. Let me download Cash on my phone. I need to get the credit card details.
bro, it's we start with the builders, right? The people who make the games to make obviously so we can make the money, but then if Rec Talk goes well and we actually make money from that, like if we do a cash out, we're going to give every staff some percentage of that, even if it's like smaller. We'll split up the $150 and give it to people who have contributed a lot. Like Brother G, he was our first mod, so he's next.
That's a W right there.
Exactly.
That's a W. That's what I love about pizza. That's what I love a lot about pizza, to be honest. I ain't trying to sound romantical, but
That's his man
Yeah.
crush right there.
Yo, pause.
Resume. Come on.
right.
Okay. All right. So,
So-
all right. Before pizza big ass head came in the picture, so
Bro, it's not
So-
that big. Oh
Hey,
my gosh,
yo,
bro.
last night show that guy drew your head perfectly.
Oh, did you? Oh no.
He did. He drew.
Oh
did,
my
he
gosh,
did.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, the clash.
No, yeah. Oh, bro, that was KSI. That wasn't me. I swear that was
you.
KSI.
I'm
Yo,
in the
he-
thick
he
of
That's
drew
it,
the
not-
hair-
everybody.
Oh my
he
gosh.
drew the hair on top to finish it.
Blitz can help and say that was definitely not me,
And Blitz
right,
got
Blitz?
married.
That was not me.
100% you.
Blitz
That
got
was
married.
100%.
Okay. all
Blitz,
right.
Blitz
you
did
got
get married.
married?
He did get
Yeah,
married.
he got married, and he got divorced.
A lot
at
has
the same
happened.
night.
And I got divorced in the exact same show.
Right, bro.
It's not even an hour.
He farted in the girl's face and then ruined it.
That was an accident.
No, it was no. Oh my gosh.
That was an accident.
Right, let's get back to the main point. Yeah.
Oh, YouTube. There is a cursor in front of my screen. Don't mind that. My mouse is messing up right now, so don't mind that. All right. Back to the story before Pizza Time for Lag came on stage. So
Okay.
I don't know where you was. Just go ahead with the timeline.
So yeah. So I think it was about a couple of months later, a few weeks later. I think we reach out to each other actually, and we add each other on Discord. We get the information done, and our first event together was the CSS podcast with Time for Pizza.
Oh my gosh, I
Right.
remember that. That was an amazing event. I love that event.
We had such a good time, and I'm not trying to sound over dramatic or everything, but me and Pizza, we grew a very big bond from there, and then that's when me and him both got the idea to do a story, and now we're recapping on that, well, I'm recapping on that. I don't know if he's joining, but I'm gonna interview him. Definitely, I'm gonna interview him. I'm gonna get all the details sorted. I have to finish recording by Friday before I go on holiday and release it. And yeah, so I'm getting interviews done tonight, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday
Hey,
I'm
just
out
like
on
me.
holiday.
Exactly, bro.
Man, yo. Oh yeah. By the way, if anybody wants to be on the podcast from Pizza's Discord, hey, hit me up.
Yeah, at Brother
Right.
G's in both the Discords.
Yo, I mean, right now, I'm sitting at like, hold on, how many subs I got right now? Let me see.
Should have a goal to get to.
I got
100.
78 right now. Yeah, I need 100. I got 78 right now.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna say this for all the people watching. Expect something tonight.
Ooh, more reactions.
Oh dang.
Expect something tonight, yeah. Now, obviously I love giving stuff out to the community and all that.
Yeah, more.
And yes, more editing. More editing.
Yippee, my favorite word.
I have recorded a lot of the interviews and I put it all. And I am glad to say that I will be given the first 7 minutes of the documentary. The first 7 minutes.
My boy,
So you get to watch the first
is Universal Studios trying to,
Universal Studios. I did take inspiration off of that. So you're gonna get to watch the first 7 minutes of the documentary, and there's 3 parts of it, right? So you're getting to watch the first 7 minutes of the first part, which is the past. So the past, right? And then the second part is the present, and the third part is something that I cannot say yet. I cannot say that yet because that is a big spoiler for a massive return. So that's all I can
massive
say.
return. What is he, Thanos? What are you talking about? Massive return.
Oh, you would have to find it. That's all I can say.
Would I know this person?
All you need to know is that it's big.
Pause.
Wait, no homo.
Nah, Corey. It's too late. All right, it's too late.
Right. Yeah. But
Lisa,
all
are
you
you
need to
alive?
know is that.
No, he's dead right now. All right, go ahead.
But all you need to know is
Yo,
that it's
hello,
going to be a
hello.
massive
Is
event.
my mic
It's going to be a
working?
great
My
time.
mic is
Yeah,
bugging out.
yeah.
Can
Your
you hear
mic's
me?
working.
I know y'all came to me, but then I started panicking about, oh shoot, my mic isn't working. Can you repeat the question?
No, all I did was ask, was you alive?
If
That's
you
it.
was alive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm alive.
But-
I'm good.
unfortunately.
All you need-
play.
All you need to know is
Okay.
either expect something tonight or expect something tomorrow. You'll never know. But I'm really excited for this, and I hope to share my story with you, and I hope some of you can understand.
Oh, damn, he's doing the fucking dance again. What are you doing?
Hey,
The screamo jig, bro. I said this yesterday.
The
I said this in the
screamo
interview
jig.
yesterday.
Anyway,
Yo, do not make that a
that's me
thing.
done.
Yo,
That
oh
is
my
me done.
gosh.
I need to wrap this up. Brother G, thank you so much for having me on. Appreciate it,
Hold on
man.
now.
Stay blessed.
You are not
Oh,
leaving
oh.
yet. You're not leaving yet.
Oh,
Like I do
oh.
to everybody.
Oh.
All right,
Oh,
stay
well,
your ass
well.
Oh
in that
no!
damn
Oh no!
seat.
I messed up. I
You know
messed
what I
up
mean?
on. I messed up on this part. I'm just gonna leave because it's bringing back bad memories.
What do you mean?
Blitz, I think we.
Wait,
I think we can
wait,
go.
Wait, what's going on?
No, I
Wait.
know. I know what you're gonna. I know the final question you ask.
Yeah, no,
at every interview.
Sit down.
No,
sit down.
oh.
Blitz, your turn as
Yeah,
well.
I'll sit-
No, come here.
My
Sit
turn?
down. You can't.
You know, I
leave.
can't even get off the stage,
sit right
man.
down.
I'm stuck.
Sit.
Pizza,
I'll sit down, I'll
come
sit
on,
down.
sit back
Come here,
in.
Pizza.
What is this question?
Come here.
Kind of scared.
You had all
No,
day.
no,
That was
no,
last night.
no.
Okay,
Oh
starting
my
with you, Mr.
gosh.
Corey. Corey in the house. You ready?
Right.
All right.
Yes, go on.
What is an inspirational quote that you have for the viewers and me as well, and for the rest of this, the big couch, the big three? You know,
All right.
you see, like,
Don't.
wait.
yeah.
You see, like, he came prepared, Pizza. You know what I mean?
Okay, all right. I was on the spot, man. I was on the
all right,
spot.
go ahead.
Don't let anybody do you. Ignore the people that bully you. Stand up for yourself and always be positive.
You see, Pizza? You see how easy that was? A nice simple.
Bro,
cliche
I still had a
line.
pretty good one, and I remember it.
I don't remember it. I don't remember.
Bro, it was.
No.
Hold on,
Don't say it. Wait, don't say it. Make a new one. Make a new one right here.
No, bro, it's I gotta stay with this. I gotta stay loyal to it.
God bless America.
Boys,
Go ahead.
what is the point of a cheese pizza without its sauce?
All right, Blitz, you're next.
It would have no flavor.
All right, guys.
Ooh, oh my gosh.
Oh, all right, guys. You might treat people like a golden pump, but they might treat you like a common pistol. So what you need to do is you need a shockwave out of there,
Didn't you say this last
and
night?
you need to go find yourself somebody else. You may get down,
I heard that
but your
yesterday.
friends
at
and family
Recroom.
are always
that's
there to
what I'm
revive
saying.
you.
You look like
You
yourself.
did not hear that
but
anywhere.
you're somebody
Bro,
else.
Bro, we heard that at Rec
Yo,
Talk
yo,
yesterday.
Yo, we heard
you
it,
didn't.
and he acted like nobody
No, you
else heard it.
didn't.
Like since the place was so crowded.
I
Bro,
was the only one who heard it, and it
everybody
wasn't
heard
even
that.
there.